hate the phone. I really hate. Look. I think it's a wonderful marvel of human ingenuity, but it's a Yetzer Hara trap. I really believe that. So I've set limits on my phone. I've tried to turn things off. I block certain websites. Thank God. Um, and so I'm hoping to curb the Yetzer Hara. That's my hope. But I'm sometimes the Yetzer Hara wins. Sometimes I lose time for Gemara because I'm doing who knows what.
Yeah.
But I'm trying my best. I hate the phone.
We're never falling off.
We are back, motherfucker.
We are never falling off. L'chaim to that. A nice NA L'chaim to all of you zero viewers. Let's get into it. Last time I touched this mic, it was actually me being battered by this microphone about 5 times by my brother's girlfriend because I wouldn't leave the couch while they were trying to watch Shameless or play Rocket League or something stupid in my own house. And he wouldn't take her home for a while after that, and I could have gotten a lot more upset than I did. But, yeah, man, I was assaulted by this very microphone, so it's either blessed or cursed now. Who knows?
You see me all right? Because my screen froze briefly. All right, perfect.
You hear what I said?
Yeah, no, I heard you. I just my screen froze, but I heard everything.
Keep it pushing then.
All right, so for today's topic of discussion, what do we got? What do we got on the menu?
I filmed a YouTuber's boxing match. The video's live right now on his channel. Logan Khan was at Togi's house. He's actually a very cool, down-to-earth guy. I was surprised by that, but I mean, he was living in a frat closet a year ago. Now he's driving a Lamb, living in Hollywood. So,
Hell yeah.
He might be the first successful gambler in history. Who knows? Maybe the history books haven't recorded it, but he's up now so far. And yeah, cool guy. I recently binge watched a lot of his videos, found out that he has 79 IQ, which is insane. I couldn't imagine having 79 IQ. Ira, what would you do if you had 79 IQ for a week?
I don't know, probably still be reading The Hungry Hungry Caterpillar or some shit. I don't know. Do finger painting. Probably still, if I had a 79 IQ, I'd still probably be reading The Hungry Hungry Caterpillar or some shit like that. I don't know. I feel like if I had a 79 IQ, I probably would have just figured out how to read yesterday. But yeah, I mean, thankfully I don't. So, that's why I'm going into finance.
What's good in your life? What have you been up to recently?
Just job hunting, a lot of that. I'm graduating in a few weeks. I got a job yesterday. Good offer.
Congrats.
Good offer. So thank you. And yeah. So I'm gonna sell my soul and be in New York City every single day for the rest of my fucking life.
You actually do need a bachelor's to continue Heebs with Brews. So that's good.
Yeah.
Not that I could find another non-alcoholic beer.
How many more semesters you got?
To podcast with me, but
how many more semesters do you have at school?
Should just be 2. I have summer and winter classes.
Nice.
So
sick. So yeah, hopefully at some point pull up to AZ, film a pod there.
Yeah, so I mean, ideally I'm gonna live in Thailand next month. And then after that, Tempe or Mesa.
Oh yeah.
Or Phoenix or Scottsdale. Who knows? We'll see. Might rip the strat that Logan recommended, where every time he moves, he gets a rent that's way higher than he can afford. Like when he moved to Tempe, the rent was $1,500 a month. He could not afford that shit, but he ended up getting it and fucking left Tempe with a C8 Corvette. Now he's in Tampa paying almost, I don't even know what. I don't think he told me, or it's probably on his YouTube. But yeah, he said he couldn't afford that either, but now he's making it. So you just gotta fucking push yourself. Maybe I'll get a sick penthouse and just force myself to get hella bread. Who knows?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Still not considering gambling as an avenue of income.
No, not for me. Not for me.
Definitely rigged, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. No, that's the plan. Finish out this semester strong, dive right into the corporate world, start making some bread and then save up for, I don't know, down payment on a house or get an apartment
That's what's up.
some
Yeah, we're
point.
really putting all our business out in the streets, huh? We're not moving in silence like we should be.
No, no.
Putting
But
all of our business out
it'll all
on the
work out.
grapevine.
It'll all work out. Then yeah, fucking grind, hustle, do what I gotta do. And then yeah, that's the goal. Just fucking make it. That's it. So hopefully the economy will shift a little bit within like the next 6 months. Hopefully interest rates will drop. That'll be sweet. Hopefully it becomes more of a, better market.
Isn't that the whole point of this market fiasco? Is Trump is trying to force the Fed to cut rates?
Yeah. I mean, they're down to 4.5, so it has dropped, but private lenders or like banks uh are like doing loans right now, like mortgages like around 7-ish%. So I mean, it's still it's still a
Not great.
shitty time to be in real estate because no one's selling shit because nobody wants to turn their 2, 3, even 4% mortgages over for 7% mortgages. But hopefully it shifts soon, and then the economy will stabilize. But we'll see what happens with the tariffs and all that.
Don't say the T word on here.
I think it's pretty integral in our day-to-day life now. I think we can say it.
Not happening. I refuse to believe anything that starts with a T exists, except for testosterone or torch lighters. Torch lighters exist. I've seen one of those before.
How about THC?
THC absolutely exists.
Yeah, buddy. It's existing in you right now. I saw those flicks earlier on your Instagram story.
Flicks and snaps, don't follow that account.
Pulling some fat doinks.
What about it?
Bro, that was fucking huge.
Yeah,
Non-stop.
bro. Shrimp Tokes inspired me. Shut up, Shrimp. Very
Incredible.
cool step 8.
Incredible, bro. You got lungs of steel.
Dude, every time Shrimp goes live, he goes like 4 or 5 of those deep, and even bigger than that. So, fucking respect to him. Yeah.
But I mean, what
that
else
hurt.
is
That took a lot, but
what else is going on?
Don't go watch the story on Flicks and Snaps. It's probably too late. Sucks to suck.
What else is going on? Katy Perry
What
went to
else is going on?
space.
Lot of cannabis events lately. Went to like a bud tender only Alien Labs Connected Smoke and Promises sesh. Before that, I went to Hash Flight by CBX, then Farmers Cup, which we already talked about, and then soon I'm going to Cannibal, and I'm looking for more stuff to go to because I don't know, dude. The videography is really fun. Like, while we've been taking a break from the podcast, while you've been fucking off and being irresponsible co-host.
Yeah, I know. Irresponsible, trying to find a job and secure my future.
Yeah, internationally
Very
infamous
irresponsible.
and perpetually abroad, Ira Cooperman.
Man of mystery.
Yeah, I've been like uploading those events to my YouTube. So if you want to see some of that, might make a Farmers Cup video eventually. That's not up, but everything else is up. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's been the fun like little hobby that I've been doing while this podcast has been off. It's been pretty fun.
Bro, I'm just like reminiscing right now, my last few weeks before I have to change everything about my day-to-day life. Waking up at 12 p.m. is going to be no longer. Gonna have to start ripping 5 a.m. wake up time, rip gym, be ready by like 7 a.m. and be out of the house fucking to go make money for other people.
That's light work, bro. Like I said, 5 a.m. light work. Light work. I'm gonna get back to it, dude. I've been kind of fucking off because I've been getting home late after all these events.
Oh,
But
fuck, I'm so
it's
tired.
literally so fucking easy to be in bed at 7:30 because all you're doing after 7:30, let's be honest, every single person here and watching is probably just entertaining themselves after 7:30. If
Yeah.
they're not entertaining themselves, they better be in the gym or working. Because if you're not doing one of those two things, your ass better be in bed, taking care of your brain and your body, sleeping, recovering, and fucking, like I said, that third of your life, super important. Go listen to Matt Walker's book. Go listen to, dude, literally anyone, and listen to your body. If 7:30 is not the right time to get in bed whenever the fuck you need to, dude. But make sure you're getting 8, 9, 10 hours of quality, masked, mouth taped, completely black room. Like, close your blinds, try to make sure your hallway lights are all off, unplug everything from your walls, try to reduce the EMF in your room, and, you know, comfy blanket, good mattress. This episode is actually sponsored by Helix Sleep. Thank you, Helix. I don't have a Midnight Deluxe, but I would appreciate one.
If you can't tell by my yawning,
I heard that
I am not
Helix
following
Sleep
your.
actually tests their products with dead Palestinian children. They do like drop tests and stuff. Like how many mattresses will it take to crush a dead Palestinian infant? The answer is 7. And I actually really like that about Helix. So Helix Sleep, thank you so much for sponsoring today's episode. Like I said, don't have a Midnight Deluxe, but I would really appreciate one of the 7 that you use to crush poor little Fatima. She could have grown up to be a suicide bomber, so who knows? Maybe. Thank you. And like I said, thank you, Helix.
Yeah. No, but if you can't tell by my yawning, I'm not exactly following in your preachings, but I probably should, you know. But I guess I'm kind of, ripping these last few weeks of college before it's full game time and 8:30 bedtime.
No, that's money, bro. That's money. Honestly, the paycheck will convince you to.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty easy. And literally, gym. As soon as you get out of bed, I would say first 10 minutes you gotta get water, movement, and light. So like, literally, go fucking wake up, go ground, sunlight, or if there's no light, light in the kitchen while you're pouring your water, salt, lemon, fucking or electrolyte mix, whatever. And then hit a little stretch routine. Santa Cruz Medicinals, best stretch routine in the world. I fucking love it. I ripped it for a while, but I haven't done it lately for like the past 2 weeks. And I've been feeling less flexible. It's actually really good. It takes like 10 to 20 minutes. And I highly recommend Santa Cruz Medicinals. It's from his video with FaZe Rug, Week in the Life of FaZe Rug. So yeah, hydrate, light, movement, ground if you can. Put your dogs in the grass, like Daddy Wellness says. And then, so that's like 30 minutes, the first 30. Then get ready for the gym, do your bathroom routine. And then by that time, the water, all the pre-workout should hit. For pre-workout, I personally like to do either nothing or raw milk and honey, maybe some fruit, or hungry. Fasted workouts are goated too. Knees over toes guy recommends that. So yeah, that's like the first 2 hours of your day. That's light work, bro.
Yeah.
If you can optimize that nighttime routine in the first 2 hours, get to work feeling fucking goated, just feeling like $1 billion, 1 billion shekels, 1 billion schmeckles. Who's to stop you?
Nah, I really need to step up and follow through. Because this staying up till 3 a.m. thing is not going to last forever.
No,
and I don't want to be miserable.
Speaking of mouth taping while you're sleeping, this episode is not only brought to you by Helix, but also brought to you by Hostage Tape, the official sponsor of Hamas's hostage taping. You know, those when they came back to Israel, the ones that were lucky enough to survive, God bless them. They said that the tape was very comfortable, and they said that they did actually sleep better when they had it on. About 30% was what the Hamas head scientist Faisal determined. So, yeah, I would highly recommend Hostage Tape as well. I have some in my bedroom, unlike a Helix Midnight Deluxe. Please send me one. So, definitely, if you're ever holding anyone hostage or want some better sleep, get some Hostage Tape too. Thanks for sponsoring today's episode also.
So like, what does it actually do? Like, what does mouth tape actually do?
It just it covers your mouth and it forces you to breathe out of your nose, which basically makes you less dumb and more efficient absorbing oxygen and better filtered oxygen. And also you just sleep better. It literally makes you sleep better. Like Hamas's Dr. Faisal said.
Maybe I'll give it a shot. Nah, because honestly, bro, like, okay, might
Also,
sound weird, might be TMI, might be TMI, but like, okay, in terms of like drooling, because like, bro, I will catch myself at like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, like fucking just saliva pouring out of my mouth.
Well, that's another benefit. If you're a sloppy pig that just needs to slurp from their trough at midnight some ice cold water because you're drooling so much that you're dehydrated, that actually helps too. It completely stops it because it keeps your lips shut.
And it's not uncomfortable.
Because Hamas, they hate it when hostages drool. That's actually why they went with hostage tape.
And it's not
They were
uncomfortable.
gonna just use duct tape, but they weren't sure. They knew hostage tape would do the job.
You know, you're not. Is it like, is it comfortable or is it like,
Death to America. What?
is it comfortable or like?
Yeah, extremely. And it's pretty painless to take off. It's really easy. You just tear it like apart side to side. The back thing rips in the middle. There's like a slit down the middle. It rips, put it on, and then you like peel those two things off kind of like a band-aid.
All right, what if I wake up in like middle of the night and I'm mad thirsty?
You got a drink? Oh, it reapplies. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you get like one or two if you're lucky.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because Hamas
Okay.
has to do their thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand. But
the readhesion is huge for them too.
no, I need to start following a more.
Hopefully they can put Hezbollah on after they're dismantled so that, hostage tape can continue to fund terrorist organizations.
I definitely need to start, taking better care of myself.
You gotta speak up, bro. What was that?
No, I'm just saying I definitely need to start taking better care of myself, I've actually been like changing the way that I eat most recently. I try to have like steak at least twice a week now, just trying to eat stuff the way it is. And staying away from leafy greens, none of that.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Hey,
Yeah.
did you get on that Paul
Saladonga.
Experts?
I'm not like fully on board with that guy. I think he's I think he's a little bit like losing his
He's a
shit,
bit of a
but
nut.
he is a bit of a nut. Like not that extreme, but more so just like eating food the way that it is, like without altering it or modifying it through certain processing plants and whatever else.
Yeah, watch out for those seasoning blends too for the steaks. Like a lot of the ones from Costco
I just use salt.
sunflower and canola oil.
I'm just straight salt. That's it.
Yeah,
Kosher
olive oil,
salt.
salt, pepper. That's all you need.
I don't even use pepper. Just salt. That's it.
I would also recommend putting some Israeli olive oil on before you salt and pepper it. It helps it stick when it's in the pan, and it also helps it crust better.
I just use straight extra virgin olive oil to cook it, and then
No. You gotta rub it onto the steak. In the pan, you gotta use butter and tallow, or tallow.
I have nowhere to get
They
tallow
both
from.
have much lower peroxidation indices.
I don't
So
even. I have
that's
no
very
place to
important.
get.
You don't
I
want
have no
to
place to
use
get tallow from.
polyunsaturated fats.
No place to get tallow from.
I'm not wearing a fucking lab coat, like I said. So this is the closest I've come, but
Extra virgin olive oil is the best that I'm gonna do.
polyunsaturated fats without a pair of Z87 rated goggles on, should I?
So no, but like I've been like testing and experimenting. I finally got it down. Room temperature steak. I've noticed do not use a cold steak. Use a room temperature steak. Just salt. A lot of salt. Let cook it for like a few minutes on each side. Take it off. Let it rest. Let it do its own carry on cooking thing, and then you'll get a perfect medium rare. What's that?
Rest it as long as you cook it, minus the strip rendering.
Yeah.
When you first render out the strip, if you're doing strips, you don't add that to the rest time, but the rest of it, like cooking plus basting, that's how long you rest it. But if you cook it on butter and tallow, you really don't need to baste it.
But what was I gonna say? Like I was experimenting originally. I didn't let it rest enough, and I would always like cut it open. It was like still raw inside. Then I actually tried resting it, and it would cook fully through with a beautiful pink center, and it tasted amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And just salt. That's it. That's my go-to seasoning. Just nice coarse kosher salt. That's it.
I like either before or after it's rested to crack some fresh black pepper on there.
None of that. I'm a straight
Um,
salt kind of guy.
Personally, but it's also not that great for you. Like there, Paul Saladino talks about it. So, um, rosemary is better than black pepper for steak. If you will do anything other than salt, but rosemary, like it's acquired taste. So, dude, you've tasted my steak. How would yours stack up to mine?
No, I mean your steak was
Not to
awesome.
like start a wiener measuring
No, no, no.
contest.
I know. Your steak was awesome, but so I'll put it to you this way. So I went to Fogo de Chao back in February with my girlfriend, and I noticed something like their steaks. Like I kept on eating the picanha, like
Of course.
super, super, super like salty outside, and the inside was just like super tender and juicy, and like had that nice beefy flavor. My steak tastes.
Yeah, Fogo de Chao and a lot of other Brazilian steakhouses tend to oversalt their picanha.
Oh, I loved it, loved it. So like
Guga. Is
my
it Guga
personal
or Guga,
Guga,
something
yeah,
like that. Um, Guga Foods,
yeah, Guga Foods.
the picanha master. Yeah, I mean, I had some picanha kebab in Tampa for the first time trying picanha, and it was fucking life changing.
Oh,
So yeah,
picanha's so good.
definitely recommend that spot in Tampa by USF.
Yeah, so like my go-to like flavor, I guess, for steak is just like super salty outside and just a nice like steaky, beefy, whatever, medium rare inside. That's my go-to, and that's the way I like it. But then again, like I had your steak and it was incredible.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, my steak is held in very high esteem by many individuals.
Yeah.
Not the flex, but just to keep the ladies listening.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And I was having this conversation with my dad because I've been buying grass-fed, grass-finished steak. I've been buying grass-fed, grass-finished steak, and
oh yeah, I was just gonna ask if you prefer that like kind of gamier grass-fed, grass-finished steak.
so
Or
I
like
do. I actually do.
more gamey
And
grain.
like my dad was telling me, like, it doesn't have enough marbling in it. It's way too lean in his personal opinion. I personally disagree. I think that it's perfect. I think it has just the right amount of marbling, to where like, I actually get like a good beefy flavor. It's
And
juicy
it's more
enough.
nutrient dense too.
And exactly that. Yeah. Yeah. And I just feel better when I eat it also. I feel, like it doesn't feel as heavy.
Dude, I'm literally gonna make a grass-fed strip after this. You inspired the heck out of me.
Yeah. I gotta go
Pardon
take
my
my
French.
steak and take it out of the freezer and let it thaw out.
Dude, so what the fuck should I get up to in Thailand? Definitely no ladyboys, but
Rub and
like
tugs.
okay, so at the Stony Baloney event at Ignite La Brea, really, really cool shop. Beautiful glass there, like dream pieces there. Elbow Stony collab and Rhino Stony collab were both fucking crazy. 5,500 for each of them. It was really cool to meet Elbow too and Stony. So they invited me to their studio in Thailand. They're in downtown Bangkok. That's a pretty cool area, I heard. I might actually cut that out. I'm definitely cutting that out.
Bro, you can get like rub and
Scratch
tugs
that.
for like 20
But
bucks.
besides that, like what else could I do in downtown Bangkok?
Rub and tugs.
I know the street food's dank.
Rub and tugs.
No, bro, I'm not gonna be a tuggy assassin in Thailand. Just because it's like a third of the price and way better.
I don't know. Find yourself like a fucking Israeli girl, bro. That's all that everybody go all of them go to Thailand once they're done with their military service.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like American Gangster when they were in Vietnam.
Yeah. But
There's
I
a
don't know.
difference
Just like
between
check
killing
out
and
like
winning while you're ahead, like they
just
say.
just live life, explore the
And
culture,
we're
go to
Heebs
the
with Brews. We don't fucking quit either way.
Yeah.
We're never falling off.
But no, I think, just explore the culture, learn about the people, learn about their history, enjoy the beaches. And don't be like the typical person that just wants to travel just for their own consumption and just pure enjoyment, but actually have an appreciation for like the way that certain people around the world live.
Yeah, this is not going to be a hedonistic trip. This is definitely going to be like fully sober, except for obviously with Elbow.
No, yeah, still have fun, but I think
Then, yeah, dude, just like locked in, trying to learn the local culture and language, and
yeah.
trying to stay fit and wake up early and make as much money as possible. So get ready for the semester in Arizona.
Yeah. Yeah, so like my thing like with traveling has like my philosophy with it is like if you're gonna travel, like don't take it hedonistically where like it's all about you. Like I paid for this, I worked for this, like this is all about me. And it's
No,
just
absolutely not.
for my pure consumption and enjoyment. It's like you're in somebody else's home.
Yeah,
Like they
you're a
welcome
person in a place.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're a person in a place, and I think one of the greatest reasons that or reasons for why people should travel is to learn about other people's cultures, learn about tolerance, and learn from the experiences of how other people live their lives. And remember that it's like you're in somebody else's home, like they welcomed you in. You should have a certain appreciation for it, and don't take it for granted.
yeah, not run up in their music
Like,
festival and kill and rape
yeah,
and take hostage.
you know. So like
Like
that's the thing. I would if I was if I was going anywhere, I always try to, immerse myself into the way that
dig
people live
deeper
their
into
lives,
it.
learning
But
about them.
it's just like that.
Yeah.
Bring him home. Bring him home now. All 59 of them.
They're doing a fucking fantastic job. I
I
don't know
think
why.
they are not doing it. I mean, so far,
No, that was being
yes, but
total.
pretty
I
good.
was being
But
totally sarcastic.
yeah, 59.
Like it's ridiculous.
Oh, I definitely have to cut a lot of this out.
No, it's fine.
No, I
It's
don't want to name drop so much, man.
you
It's
don't have to,
tough.
bro. You don't have to name drop, but
It's a name dropping podcast.
you can still talk about the fact that it's been almost what, like 2 years, right? It's been
Yeah.
almost 2 years and the hostages aren't back. I quite honestly think that this has taken way too long. I think it should have been done like a week after that Hamas attack because, they're just a bunch of terrorists. You shouldn't be negotiating with terrorists. I see no reason why,
Yeah, how far from you is that Idon Alexander gentleman?
I have no idea.
You've heard of him? He's like our age.
No.
And then I also know there's a guy from Tenafly that like one of my
Yeah.
buddies.
So my girlfriend, I'm pretty sure, like I think she told me that she like knew of him or something. Like Tenafly is really close to me. He was an IDF soldier.
Idon,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah.
or is it two
Yeah.
different guys?
I'm not great with the names, but yeah, I mean Tenafly is like what, 20 minutes away from me. Like it's
Yeah,
super
super close
close.
to Fairwell. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like it definitely hits home for a lot of people in the area. I don't know why it's taking so long. Like I understand, like you have to find like where these people are and yada yada yada. But then again, I don't know why they're still hostages. This should have been honestly my real belief is like
Bro,
it
he
should have been
literally
it
lives
should
in
have been over before it even happened.
funny.
You know,
Very funny to me.
but hopefully it's done soon, and then
Not
we'll
to
be
downplay such a dark event.
hopefully in like a few decades or something we'll be gambling in Gazalago,
Mashalago
Mashalago, yeah,
hitting the driving range,
the fucking what was it, like the Gaza Riviera.
something like that.
I don't know, whatever. But yeah, um, getting away from that. What else is going on? You
Mohammed,
saw Katy Perry went to space
what?
on Jeff Bezos's
Yeah,
dick-shaped
Katy Perry.
rocket.
That's right. They could have fed starving children, but instead they sent, "Do you
An
ever feel
all-female crew to
like a
space.
plastic bag to outer space?"
An entire female crew to outer space. And that's completely true. There's starving kids out in the world, and what do? You send an all-female crew that didn't do shit because
They
though
could
all
have
these
actually spent that money, creating new females with like transgender operations. They could have spent that money saving females that are sex trafficking or human trafficking victims. They could have fed starving females. They could have, paid for females that need the scoop abortions. They could have paid for females college. They could have paid for females, livelihoods. But no, they sent these fucking pop stars to space to
yeah.
fucking sizzle.
And then they're gonna pretend
What's
like
the
they
point,
actually
dude? Jeff.
and then they're gonna pretend like
Jeff,
they
you're not even in. Jeff, settle down. You're pushing 50. They're not gonna let you hit.
So
Stop.
they send
Stop the
an
shenanigans.
entire female
Save the
crew.
world,
Well, listen
idiot.
to this. Listen to this. They send an entire female crew up to space for like 5 minutes. And then those females are, oh my God, I went to space. Oh my God. Like, look at me. Meanwhile, you sat inside of a rocket doing absolutely nothing and you paid $1 million for it to sit in a rocket and not do anything, pretend that you did something, but in reality you didn't because all these rockets are completely automated. So therefore you didn't do shit. And Katy Perry, I'm sorry, you coming back and kissing the ground is probably the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Hey, hey, ladies, you want to ride in my big rocket? It's a good thing you're not old enough to remember me in that Taco Bell commercial. Take a ride.
You know, it's actually kind of this might sound a little sexist briefly, but it's not where I'm going with it. But if you think about it, like, okay, yeah, we sent an all-female crew up to space. Um, who are all these people that own all these space exploration companies? Oh, wait, that's right, they're men.
No comment.
Just saying, you just rode in a rocket. These guys built it.
No comment. I stand on what I said. No comment.
You know, I'm all for women CEOs, but not
Dude,
the way
Ira,
that.
should I blast roids?
Yeah,
what Loki
yeah,
inspire me to do Loki is to start taking tests.
yeah. You should.
I want to like actually get like Greek god physique within a year and a half. So I
Bro,
think I
just
can
blast
fast
trend.
track it with
Blast
a lot
trend.
of TRT.
Just blast trend.
No. I'm never gonna. No, I don't want to ever do trend or anything insane like that. I mean, I would only touch like Anavar, not even D-ball. Like Anavar or SARMs, I would go like that mild, but just TRT on its own is enough to do a lot. And then obviously other peptides, like this guy I met at Togi's house, Tanner Tattered, who's like Logan's and basically a lot of people's roid coaches. He's also Togi's roid coach. Like I could just book a call with him. So he could give me the stack and I could just rip research cam. But I don't know if I want to start blasting roids.
Bro,
Although
I
I do want
don't
to get
recommend
jacked and
you
get
start
ripped
blasting
within the next
roids.
year and a half. Like I'm fucking tired.
If you also start blasting roids, you can't
I
stop.
want like, dude, I'm dead serious. I want within a year and a half to 2 years a legit studio for us that we can easily commute to. Either like in New Jersey, I can fucking fly in, or something like that. Like I legit want to be fucking yoked and
Bro,
free within a year and a half,
Iowa.
2 years.
Bro,
I'm sick of
studio
this.
in like Iowa
I'm
or like
pissed
fucking
off.
Indiana or like fucking Missouri or some shit. Or like Wyoming. That's where our studio is gonna be at.
Yeah, we could do Jackson Hole
Yeah.
where Ye's ranch was at, or
Yeah.
maybe still is. Jackson Hole or Cody. I'd even be down for Texas.
Bro, in the winter, bro, we gotta fucking
Dude, if we
rip
could get something going in Austin, that would be lit. But
bro,
or Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida's fucking low key.
bro, I want to move to Florida so bad.
I like it even more than San Diego.
Bro, I genuinely want to move to Florida so fucking bad. But
What'd you say?
I want to move to Florida.
Yeah, you don't?
No, I do.
Yeah, I mean it's it's the New Jersey Russian Jew in you.
Yeah, and
Maybe
also you don't have to pay state income tax.
Free its spirit in Florida.
Bro, I just fucking got like did my taxes for this year, bro. It's so much fucking money between state, federal, whatever.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
it's fucked up.
Yeah. At least in Florida, you don't have to pay state.
You're gonna see a lot of it back though. You're young.
No, bro. I saw how much I got back. I got back a few $100. The other remaining like thousands and thousands of dollars gone.
Oh well.
And what do I get out of it? Fuck do I get out of it?
He's what he's.
I know.
All right, so Habibi, how much time do we have left on this thing?
We have 5 minutes, 50 seconds.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to keep yapping?
We could keep yapping for like another 3 minutes or something like that.
All right.
I don't know what there's to yap about, but however, you know what I want to say? Like, I've been watching a lot of movies lately. How terrible the cinema industry has gotten recently. Like, it is so. I
There's
mean,
no
there's a
need to discuss that any further.
bro.
Pretty
No,
sure that
seriously.
point is pretty well understood now.
There's a few gems out there, but like everything else fucking sucks.
They're trying to bring comedy back, but I think they're going to fail miserably. Theo Vaughn and David Spade are working together on
Low key,
something.
I do kind of want to see the Minecraft movie.
Started Cult on Hulu. He's like going for one of those sort of Judd Apatow type of movies. I don't know. I have to watch it to know. It's probably out by now, but I haven't seen it. And then yeah, the Theo Vaughn thing's probably going to be huge too. Tires is good. I don't know. I think it's just the sitcom era. I think that what we're in right now is TikTok clips, sitcoms, and podcasts. That's all we've got. And specials, obviously. I watched Andrew Schultz's special. It was pretty good. I think that there is, okay, this is actually a juicy little topic. Speaking of Andrew Schultz's special, I noticed this with Hassan Minaj and Ronnie Chang's specials too. I think there's a bit of a psyop to get these Gen X comedians to try to have millennials to have more kids because they're talking about like IVF and alternative fertilization methods and like, oh, they didn't swim this well.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Talking about how hair pills make you the perfect man because they keep your hair and make your swimmers worse. So it's basically like male birth control with benefit. And yeah, Schultz's special was really good. But I really think this is like a serious psyop. I don't know who's behind it. It might be CIA. It might be fucking. I'm not sure. But it really feels like this is a coordinated effort to have our generation and millennials specifically to have more kids.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Having kids is great, and I think more people should have kids. I think it's the greatest blessing that anybody could have in their life more than anything else. So, and like the fact that there's certain groups that promote not having kids or other things. I think that having a shift to a different dynamic is insanely beneficial. And I think that people as a result of having more kids will, as a whole, become happier and more in touch with what really is important and special in life.
Yeah, and I think you, Ira, and everyone watching should watch those 3 specials and tell me it's not a coordinated.
I watched the Andrew Schultz one. It was good.
So similar.
It was good, but you know what? You can tell even like through watching Andrew Schultz, like by the time he got to the end of his special, you could tell how like insanely thrilled he was and how happy he was that he had a kid.
And I'm super happy for him. I mean, I loved watching that set that he changed up just a little bit for the special. Saw it on 420 in Phoenix. That was a fucking fantastic show. Dream come true to see Schultz live. Yeah. I mean, I've been watching Flagrant for years now. I mean, if it's not Flagrant, I don't know what inspired me to start a podcast. Because, like, yeah, I've been on Flagrant. I watched Akash live. I saw Mark live. Derek. Yeah, dude, I fucking love Flagrant. So it's cool. It's cool to see Schultz winning. It's cool to see.
Seriously, congratulations to Schultz. And like you could tell by the end of his special, you could tell that like the way that his body language and everything else was when he was talking about having a kid, you could tell it's truly like the greatest moment of his life. So yeah, big congrats to him. He's a great comedian. I'm sure he's gonna be a great father too.
100%.
Yeah, but Schultz, with that said,
please release that MSG set.
With that said, we got 90 seconds left, so let's wrap this up. And
Schultz, release the MSG sets. Thank you for listening. The phone is a Yetzer Hara trap.
It is.
Stay far, far away. Read your Gemara. And
happy Passover.
Happy Passover.
Hey, Hug Sameach and good Yontif. Signing off.
Hug Pesach Sameach. Signing off.
Peace.